Ladies and gentlemen, the GMHL proudly presents to you the Bradford Rattlers and the Almaguin Spartans. The starting goalies for tonight for the visiting Almaguin Spartans, the defending Russell Cup champions, is number 30, Martin Betsul. And starting for the Bradford Rattlers is number 30, Olev Lichtenenko. And hello for wherever you're watching, as the Northern Conference Final rematch is about to get set underway. And these two teams know that the road to the Russell Cup is going to go through either one of these two teams. And the conference finals rematch is underway. Taking the face-off is Captain Terrence McLean. Can lay a pass to the neutral zone out of the reach of any Almaguin Spartan there, but you can see number 24 for your Bradford Rattlers, Vitaly Tarasov, gain in. It got nudged away, and the Spartans had a potential breakaway pass there, but getting out of the reach is number 20, Nikola Yerselenov. Vitaly Tarasov rubbed his man out. It gets nudged over to 22. That's Braden Morris dumping it in where 18 can take it for the Almaguin Spartans. Jason Licken. Hits on the half boards. Can continue. It's knifed on and covered by goaltender Petio. So just 40 seconds in, all the action has been in the zone of the Almaguin Spartans. Arsen Gindlin slots in to take the face-off for the Bradford Rattlers. He lost it, but getting right on is number 91. Alveri roots it in to get it to the front of the net, and another cover for Almaguin. So the Rattlers fresh off their 2-week break from GMHL action. The last game was an overtime defeat to the hands of the Ville Marie Pirates in the same arena. Alveri Rutinen can skate it to the point. A shot from Jason Zanner. It's Karam back on the new guy. That's number 15. That's Yuri Skylark. Skylark had a chance and it got through as Skylark played for Russia. And the junior team has potential 2-on-1 for Almaguin. And a great stop by Litanenko. And the rebound got rubbed over aside. Alveri Rutinen can take a pass from Kevin Lapointe. Change that. That's Arsen Gindlin. The Almaguin Spartans try to get a breakout goal. Another sloppy pass as the referee will wave off icing. So Captain Terrence McLean with defense partner Zach Pekale can skate up on a breakout. Nice to leave a pass. There was Dennis Valgazov to lay a pass to Pekale, and his shot went off an Almaguin Spartan and up and out of play. So with 18-12 to go in period number 1, the shots are 2-1 for the Rattlers, but no score. McLean and Nathan Sanderson guard the points for the Bradford Rattlers. You can see number 18, Kevin Lapointe, trying to make a pass to his man Valgazov behind the net. Can't do it as he's nudged off the puck. Romane lead it back for Sanderson. Sanderson can knife a puck into the corner. We're going to be handled by Kevin Lapointe. Let's go on the half board. He's got all tangled up, and so a whistle will come from that and a face-off with 17:54. Check that, 45 to go in period number 1. Face-off was won by the Almaguin Spartans as Litanenko can leave that pass, and lots of hitting going on behind the forward glass as Daniel Finette is trying hard to get it out. He's on a 1-on-3. Yuri Hovey can stick that one aside. as Almaguin has put that one up and out of play. So the Rattlers still without head coach Rick Jackman and starting goaltender Trevor Babbitt. As you can see, a shot coming from Thorson, and now Zahner. Back to point is Beckley. Beckley back to Thorson. Thorson made a nice move, laying it back. And it gets caromed out to Zach Beckley. Shot one from the red line. It's in and out of the glove of goaltender Martin Petiole. Trying to keep that puck on a great hand-eye coordination move with Vitaly Tarasov. Just got out of the reach of him as a half-boards battle near the penalty box can get through as Melvin Thorson can take it. Try to leave it back for 22, Braden Morris. Nothing happening there. Oleg Grishitov is going to try to keep that puck in. He did momentarily, but great attack from the Almaguin Spartans allow him to foil that play. And as you can see, Zach Beckley behind his own net. Playing a pass out of the reach of Vitaly Tarasov, and so Almaguin can start back. As you can see, 18, Jason Licken, native of England. Grishitov laid a pass to Zach Beckley. He caromed it off the half boards, and so they'll start back in. It's Zach Thorson. Thorson can go behind his own net, centering back to the front there, and the net has dislodged as Ralph Sienerez had a great chance on a wraparound attempt. How about these stats for Ralph Sienerez? 9 games played, 12 goals, 9 assists, 21 points. The Latvian native knows how to put the puck in the back of the net as he's one of the leading goal scorers in this league. Great shot block was made by the newcomer, Jurvi Skylaruk. Skylaruk had his pass intercepted as Oliver Rutinen couldn't handle that hard pass coming from Captain Terrence McLean as Almaguin Spartans have shot it up and out of play. That was David Nola. David Nola, native of Sweden, has 1 assist on this campaign. So Arsene Gindelin will line up to take the face-off against leading point getter for the Spartans, Zach Thorson. He's actually tied with Sienerez. Speaking of Sienerez, you can see him mishandle that pass of Yuri Skylaruk. I can see Arsene Gindelin skate into the zone, but the referee notifying him that he's still offside as Almaguin can skate back into the zone. It's Sienerez shooting that one on a sharp angle shot there, never got through. Trying to pitchfork his way in front of Thorson. Trying to get back over to Gindelin. He's having none of that. Ralph Sienerez trying to lay a pass to number 6 of the Almaguin Spartans. That'd be Chris Loxton. Like you say, Loxton taking that puck and leaving it for the hole of Nash Smith. Smith can dump it in, as you can see. Zach Beckley laying a pass out of the reach of Kevin Lapointe. As Lapointe can skate it on back with Andy Romani. Romani shot that one into the pads of Petiole. And it's moving to Karen back, and a shot that went way wider than that. It's a great chance coming in off the rush. Was number 12, Denis Valgazov. 17-year-old from Russia, formerly playing for the Hill Academy under-18 team. It's a nice backhand motion, a spinorama to intercept that pass with Oleg Grishitov. Formerly playing for HK MSGU Moscow. That's Andy Romani. Make a nice bounce pass and lunging that puck to number 18, Kevin Lapointe. And out comes the Rattlers. Denis Valgazov to the front, and Romane has scored! Andy Romane breaks the ice. Bradford off and running. Braden Morris won that face-off clean to captain Terrence McLean. Getting back to Nathan Sanderson. Back to Braden Morris. Is hooked up. Penalty called. Bradford will get a power play. So the Rattlers are going to get their first power play of this game as leading scorer Zach Thorson is going to head off for 2 minutes as slashing is the call. So the Rattlers have their first power play unit out there as Braden Morris won that face-off and got carried to the front as Melvin Thorson can take that puck. Pitch working a pass to Beckley, and a hard shot from the point was easily covered by goaltender Martin Petrill. 13:20 time remaining in Pierce number 1. Morris won that face-off. Beckley swatted at it, missed it. Melvin Thorson, backhand pass, finding Beckley. Beckley lost it. Chance now for Smith. Smith is in alone, and a great stop. Rebound. Scores. Nash Smith, shorthanded goal. Almaguin has tied it. So Nash Smith picks up his 5th goal on the season. The New Brunswick native has tied it up shorthanded nonetheless. As a hard shot coming from the point as Ralph Senior is shorthanded. Thus turned aside by Litvinenko. Sanderson laying that pass to captain Terrence McLean. He's being hooked by Senior as nothing's going to be called as it was a clean look as Nathan Sanderson can peel on back with that puck. With just 1:08 to go and the power play to Bradford. Terrence McLean can skate up to Arsen Gindelin. Gindelin backhand pass, finding Gary Schuyler. As Terrence McLean's shot was turned aside by goaltender Martin Petrill. So Yuri Skylaruk, the latest acquired player for these Bradford Rattlers. Nathan Sanderson is going to go behind his own net to skate up with it as the penalty has 40 seconds to go in it as Arsen Gindelin can skate back in for the Bradford Rattlers as Skylaruk trying to get a pass over on the far side and Nathan Sanderson, he rubs off his man, that is Smith. Smith, the latest goal scorer for the Almaguin Spartans. As you can see, Skylaruk take that pass to Terrence McLean, back to Skylaruk. Has the lane, shooting that one, and a great block was made by number 18, Jason Licken. Sanderson laying a pass to Almiri Rutinen. Penalty just about to expire in 5 seconds. Sanderson getting it back down low, trying to make a pass over to Melvin Thorson. He has the puck now. We are back to 5-on-5. Melvin Thorson can go wide, look for a lane, shooting that one. It's off a couple bodies in front of the net. Also, Almaguin can clear the puck just as far as center, and it's pitchforked back in on goal by Nathan Sanderson. And it can be laid off for the Almaguin Spartans, but it gets taken away by Melvin Thorson. As the captain for the Almaguin Spartans, Ralph Seniorez makes a move, cuts to the goal, and a great stop was made by Oleg Litvinenko. Seniorez has the puck. He's going to be pressured off by Zach Beckley. Almaguin regains possession of the puck. Seniorez back down low to Thorson. Cutting to the slot is number 20 for Almaguin. Try to get him on the far side. Can't do it as the Almaguin Spartans have taken another penalty. It's an equipment malfunction. The referee was pointing to his mouth guard as number 13 is without one. That's Ralph Seniorez. So he picks up his second penalty in as many minutes. And that allows Bradford to go back onto the power play. Power play underway. A chance for another shorthanded goal, and Zach Beckley brings them down, and the power play has ended. Face-off, it's won by the Spartans. A shot lane deflected twice, and a big rebound as Litvinenko is sprawling along the ground in the net mouth scramble. As Terrence McLean will calm things down and lay it back over to defense partner Nathan Sanderson. And up to Vitaly Tarasov to Thorson. Thorson stops up, went out of the zone. Nice soft pass to find Terrence McLean. As Thorson heading to net as McLean's shot was knocked away by the pad of Petriel. Thorson getting back to Tarasov. Tarasov comes in to help Melvin Thorson on the half-boards battle. As puck gets possession of the Almaguin Spartans, it's Smith. Captain Terrence McLean to the pass to Nathan Sanderson, out of the reach of him. Nice saucer pass, and a tip shot was made by 16 for Almaguin. That's Aiden Gazmiov. Nathan Sanderson trying to play that one with his foot. Lost trigger on it as Sanderson is being held up into the corner. No call, and now they're going to call it. Bradford's going to get themselves a 4-on-3 power play as Litvinenko heads to the bench, and the Rattlers are going to take advantage of the man advantage momentarily. As you can see, Thorson laying it back to Rutinen. Rutinen got it back to Thorson, bringing it back down low to the play of Brandon Morris. Morris now, again, waiting, back over to Sanderson. Trying to lay it past out of the front as Almaguin touches the puck, and 4-on-3 power play. It's going to be starting very soon. So Zach Thorson heading off for slashing for 2 minutes. The two leading scorers for the Almaguin Spartans, Zach Thorson and Ralph Sunarez, are going to be in the box. Big disadvantage for the Rattlers as Nathan Sanderson can glove that one back down. Back to Captain Terrence McLean. Laying it back. Captain McLean gets it back to Sanderson. Has a lane, getting it back to McLean. McLean shooting that one, and oh, that had eyes for the top corner, but it missed by a couple inches. Terrence McLean now, 4-on-4 hockey. Waiting, shooting Sanderson! He got the post with the shot! My goodness, was that ever close. As Zach Beckley skates out of the penalty box, the Rattlers will have a 5-on-4 power play for 1:36. But it looks like Nathan Sanderson is heading off to the penalty box. Not too sure what the call is. We're going to have to wait for the PA announcer to address this. Another equipment malfunction call in this game. This time, it's the Rattlers getting it. Arthur Gindlin couldn't win the faceoff. A turning shot is on a teammate, but laying it back to the slot as that went off of the head, I believe, by Oleg Litvinenko. And it's up and out of play. Faceoff will stay in the Rattler zone. Arsen Gindlin lines up to the faceoff against Ivan Skortstov. Skortstov on the draw to the point. It's Litkin. That shot was blocked by Arsen Gindlin. Taking a pass on a sharp angle shot coming from number 4, Nash Smith. As Oleg Litvinenko can stop that. So Gindlin for the Rattlers and Skortstov for the Almaguin Spartans. Line up to take that face-off. As you can see, Zach Beckley working out on a 3-on-1, but it was played with a hand pass. So Ginlin was going to come off, but the referee made him skate back out, and so Gazbagov skates in for the Spartans to take the face-off, but he lost it. Almaguin Rutinen was out of the reach of Arsene Gindelin. Working over his man in the corner. That's 18. We don't have him on our player sheet, so we'll try to get his name in the intermission. Giveaway chance. Almaguin Rutinen has a man cutting towards the net. Oh, and a great stop was made. But a great chance for the Rattlers to go up 2-1, 4-on-4. As captain, Zach Thorson. Pardon me, Ralph Cinerez couldn't get the handle. As you can see, as Dennis Valgazov. And a shot caromed off the glass and worked back to the front of the net as a rising shot off the glove of Litvinenko, that was. As Zach Beckley is pressured off by Cinerez. I think back is Galzagov. They get sent back down the length of the ice. Icing will be waved off. Nast Smith trying to work over his man. I can see a nice play was moved by 24. Vitaly Tarasov as a breakaway pass streaks his man and alone for Almaguin. It was poke checked away by Litvinenko, but a penalty is going to be called on that as a turning shot was cleared out from the net mouth scramble by Jason Zanner. As a slashing call is going to be called to Zach Beckley. He gets his second penalty of the game. 6:44. Time remaining in period number 1. So again, we're going to be... Check that. We're going to be 5-on-3. The Almaguin Spartans have a great chance to take a 2-1 lead late in this first frame. Andy Romani tried to win it back, but a shot was caromed off and cleared. The net ball scramble was made by Oleg Grishatov. Thorson to the point, shooting that one on deflection shot as see Nathan Sanderson getting out of the zone to play it. As soon as Nathan Sanderson came out of the penalty box, the referee has signaled him back to the box. It was his mouth guard. The referee will not let him off the ice, pardon me, on the ice without a mouth guard, but he has received it now from one of the players from the Rattlers, but I think it's too late. He might have to serve another penalty. And he will. So they're going to, the Almaguin Spartans are going to get a very long, almost a 2-minute long, 5-on-3 power play. As a player from the Bradford Rattlers threw his stick onto the ice, and so the referee took his stick and threw it into the penalty box. And then after that, skated to the Rattlers bench and signified an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So the Rattlers are going to have another penalty against them. This just keeps getting better for the Almaguin Spartans. So I believe they're going to ask a man from the Rattlers bench to skate in and serve the penalty. And it looks like the referee has signaled a player, pardon me, who's assistant coach of the Bradford Rattlers, getting kicked out of the game as we see a blocker being thrown onto the ice, and then a stick, and then another stick. And now it's getting ugly. And after all that, it looks like they're going to get a man to serve that penalty as the blocker has been thrown into the stands now. So the Zebras have huddled into the referee slot in front of the timekeeper's bench. And they're discussing all the penalties they're going to be handed out after what just transpired in front of us. So I believe this all started when Nathan Sanderson's penalty was up for serving equipment malfunction penalty without having a mouth guard. I believe that was the reason why. He was in the penalty box and his penalty expired, so when he stepped back onto the ice, the referee kept an eye on him the entire 2 minutes. He was in the box, so as soon as both feet stepped onto the ice surface, he immediately blew the whistle, as the Rattlers did have possession of the puck. And called a 2-minute penalty again to Nathan Sanderson. But he has retrieved his mouth guard now, so yeah, it's just a wild sequence of events here. So the Almaguin Spartans are going to get a extra long 5-on-3 power play. And at the end of the day, we could be looking at this very moment as a turning point in this hockey game, and it very well just might be. As we have 6:31 time remaining in the first period as the puck has been dropped and we're back to play. As Andy Romani makes a great play to clear it back just as far as center, as you can see number 11, David Nola. Take that pass in it back to number 20 for the Almaguin Spartans. That's Nikita Ernazov. Almaguin starts back in, a chance down the slot, shooting that one, and it's back in the glove of Oleg Litvinenko. Great try was made by Ralph Senior as they try to ram that shot past goaltender Litvinenko. Faceoff is won by the Almaguin Spartans as a nice defensive play, shorthanded, was made by 22, Braden Morris. You can see Galsmazov taking it for the Almaguin Spartans. As you can see, a quick shot and a great first baseman snatch out of the air was made by goaltender Oleg Litvinenko. Oleg Litvinenko, formerly playing for FSO Hockey Muskie, where he had a 3.31 goals against average. Andy Romani skated in and went off the stanchion as referee signals that it was played with a high stick, so faceoff is going to be coming outside of the Rattlers zone back to the Spartan zone. Faceoff is won by the Almaguin Spartans. They're going to start out. Losing the handle on that was Willie Nunn for the Almaguin Spartans. As you can see, number 6'4", The Spartans take that puck. That's Patrick Liname. A chance now moving in for Thorson, and he was hooked. And the net has come off its moorings. So it's number 6 was on the ice. That's former Bradford Rattler, who was traded to the Almaguin Spartans not too long ago. That's Patrick Liname, native of Estonia, formerly playing for the Junior B Algazirja, where he had 7 points in 10 games. Almaguin can start back up. It's Ralph Cineres taking a drop pass from Thorson. Thornton has it back. He made a move around Xander, trying to get it back to the front, and a great back-checking defensive play was made by number 24, Vitaly Tarasov. Skidding on into the slot, and he's hooked by Tarasov to the front, and a great stop was made by goaltender Litanenko. Cineres has it again. He's going to wait, delay around Thorson, around Xander. Trying to get back to the point, and a great diving defensive play was made by Vitaly Tarasov. I can see Grubila skated on back for Almaguin as Cineres drops it to Thorson. Thorson trying to cut to the front. Great play by Bekele in front, and he clears it for the net mouth scramble. Check that. That was captain Terrence McLean as goaltender Martin Pitrill can send it back length of the ice to the play of Thorson. Thorson to the point, shooting that one, and a great redirection stop was made by Litanenko, but carrying on back as Thorson on a great tip shot by Cineres was covered by Oleg Litanenko. As you can see, Zach Bekele and Nathan Sanderson skate out of the penalty box as we're 5-on-4, I believe. And indeed we are. As you can see, Nathan Sanderson point to his mouth guard. Pass it to officials. It's a miscue. That possession of the puck there is made by Martin Pizzarel as he's going to try it again. He made the safe thing to lay the pass to number 21, Gastans Greiba. Nash Smith left it behind the net. Thorson couldn't get anything going there as it's kept alive by Almaguin. They have a power play for 54 more seconds. Great defensive clear was made by Brandon Morris, Quebec native, formerly playing for the Brewster Academy. Nash Smith. Lay a pass to number 9, that's Dennis Flack. Flack lost it to Zach Bekele. Hit on Nash Smith, knocked him off the puck. David Nola for Almaguin can send it back into the play of Nash Smith. Nola back behind the goal to get it to Smith. Smith has a man peeling back to the front of the net. That was number 20, Aruzalov. Aruzalov takes it back to Thorson. Thorson centering that one to the front of the net mouth scramble and trying to clear it just as far as the blue line kept in, and a high deflection shot was missed on the right post. The Rattlers are perfect on the penalty kill. They've killed everything. That puck was cleared back as far as center as Zach Bekele may have gotten away with a cross check on Zach Thorson. Sinner has lost it. 12 Avery Rudson is getting it back as Morris. A tip shot was made by the new kid, Yuri Skynaruk. McLean, the Skylaruk, kicked his pass away from Avery Rutinen back to Gindelin. He's going to skate back out with Thorson, banking a pass to Cineres. Cineres, a sharp angle shot was blockered aside by Oleg Litanenko, as you can see. Nathan Sanderson dodging a hit, playing up in a 4-on-2. Getting a chance for Sanderson. He cuts in, fakes a shot, trying to get it to Yuri Skylaruk, looking for his first GMHL goal. As maybe in that situation, Sanderson maybe should have thought of shooting that puck, but nothing against that decision. Nathan Sanderson, one of the best defenders in this league, native of PEI. Formerly playing from the Kensington Vipers. He had 18 points that year. It's a shot rang off the post from Braden Morris. So a minute 40. Time remaining in the first period. The scores: Bradford 1, Almaguin 1. Melwin Thorson won that faceoff, but it's lost to Braden Morris with Tarasov on his far side. Morris skates in. Tarasov has Sanderson behind him. He won't use him there. Tarasov skates with it, holds. Delish trying to get something going, but he has to try to keep it in, and he did momentarily, as you can see. Number 4 for Almaguin Spartans, Nash Smith, can send it back out of the reach of Litvinenko. They got center to the front there, and a chance now for a 4-on-2. Melwin Thorson has it, lost it, but he shot it. Didn't get all of it on it. So the Almaguin Spartans are going to skate back out with the puck. Falasov watched by Captain McLean as Thorson lost it to Sanderson as Almaguin's offside. They touch back up. Nathan Sanderson is the man behind with him. That's Melwin Thorson. Vitaly Tarasov as Thorson peeling towards the net. Bekele on the point. Tarasov swung that puck around from the front, but the net has dislodged on the Almaguin Spartans side of the ice, and so we're going to stall. So with half a minute to go in this first period of action, the score is tied at 1. Point now, Bekele shooting that one through traffic and nearly got through on a scramble on the far side, and cleaning up the garbage from the net mouth scramble was Zach Thorson for Almaguin. Chad center that one to the front again, and Melwin Thorson there again to break up that pass as he's covering the front of the net. Like a pass to Bekele. He didn't get anything on that shot. It may have been deflected up and out of play as a scrum in front of the net has resulted in a face-off and a loss of a helmet. For a Bradford Rattler, that was Andy Romani. Looks like nothing's going to happen from that scrum in front of the net with 9 seconds to go. They're just going to want to finish this period. Braden Morris is going to skate in to take the face off against Zach Thorson. No relation to number 10 for the Rattlers. Melwin Thorson, and see Litvinenko snatch that puck out of the air. Again, the Rattlers, Melwin Thorson, and Almaguin's number 12, Zach Thorson, no relation. As Melwin is from Sweden, Zach is from Ontario, as that last shot was blocked by projectile in front, as the first period comes to an end with the score. The Bradford Rattlers won, the Almaguin Spartans won. Next Stella with you, we'll see you for a second period of action in the GMHL. So we are back with second period of action here in the GMHL. The Almaguin Spartans and the Bradford Rattlers are going to continue on this game with a tied game, tied up at 1. Bradford Rattlers in their home white jerseys, as you see Almaguin with their black jerseys with the 3 white pinstripes. Sinarez trying to lay a pass to the reach of Zach Thorson. No relation to Melwin Thorson. Puck picked off on the line. It's Nola shooting that one out of the reach of number 20, Nikita Anerzorov. As the Rattlers are having a trouble to clear their zone. Pass laid it back to the front and getting a pass on a one-timer. They score. That did not take long. 47 seconds into period number 2. The Almaguin Spartans have broken the tie. It's a 2-1 game. You could see it right from the opening face-off in this second frame that Almaguin had a little more jump to their step. Nash Smith was rubbed off by a great play by Alveri Roots, and as you can see, Zach Beckleg laying a pass down to the ice. Icing will be waved off by the official. Back behind the play, a great hit by Hurston Gindlin laying out his man. That was number 21. Bradford starts back on the attack. It's Jari Skainen, and a great save was made by Martin Petrel. My goodness, you can see Kalzarov with a man with him at Smith's. Shooting that one, and a low stop was made by Oleg Litvinenko. Yuri Skylark, the new acquisition for these Rattlers from Moscow, Russia. 18-year-old we don't have, where he formerly played for last year. We'll try to get that for you. As you can see, number 8 with a great hard shot and a nice Brad Bassick stop is made with number 30 in goal, Oleg Litvinenko. And so we have a stoppage in play with 18:02 to go in period number 2. This game is sponsored by 400 Source for Sports. Face-off was won to the point. It's Jason Licken. Licken had that knocked off his stick as goal-scoring leader Ralph Sinarez had that puck. Try to get back to Licken. Licken, he got the glass with that one. Scramble in front of the net mouth as that one got steered aside on the wide side by 13, Ralph Sinarez. Thorson goes behind, looking for a man out front. It's Nola at the point. He's going to tee one up. It's deflected. Loose puck to the side of the goal, and Oleg Litvinenko comes across to make a great lateral post-to-post movement as he got the blocker on that one. Great extension by the Russian native. Sportsov lines in to take the face-off for the Almaguin Spartans. He won it, but it was lost on that first trigger pull coming from Sinarez. But it gets lost by the Spartans as a great defensive play was made by Vitaly Tarasov. Half-boards battle was prevailed by Bradford. Oleg Grishitov laid the puck, kept alive into the zone, however, by number 6, Patrick Liname. Liname would like to get something against his former team. Smits to the high slot, and it was easy. An easy shot lane to read by goaltender Litvinenko as there was no one covering him. But any shot in that zone is going to be dangerous, as Oleg Litvinenko was up to the task to make that stop to keep it a 1-goal lead for the Almaguin Spartans. A quick shot from Nola was deflected on the way by Cinerez. It's a good chance now for Alveri Rutinen. Moving on in on 2-on-1, passes out. He scores! Arsene Gundelin ties the game back up for Bradford. It's 2-2. Arsene Gundelin has his 6th goal in as many nights. Alveri Rutinen lost the handle to Cinerez as Thorson got back to help him out. Nathan Sanderson lost the puck to Cinerez as Almaguin tries to get it right back, and they do on a quick shot from Nola. 22 seconds after the Bradford Rattlers have tied it up, Almaguin on a great pass in front to the defenseman David Nola. He gets his first goal of the season, and Almaguin has regained the 1-goal lead. It's 3-2. Bradford's got to answer, and they got to do it quick. 16 minutes to go in period number 2. The goals have been piling on now. Puck got lost in front of the net mouth, scrambles. The net has dislodged, and a Bekele with a late hit after the whistle, and that's going to draw a crowd to the corner. Brandon Morris couldn't win that faceoff as a quick shot came from the point as Grubala was stopped on the brass bracket by Oleg Letonenko. This game is partially sponsored by Elite Hockey Prospects, Snap Newspaper, 8PS, and 400 Source for Sports. Chris Loxton played that puck. He's going to do it once more, so he's going to go behind the net. Backhands a pass. Out of the reach of Nash Smith. Zach Bekele got a pass from Grishatov and sent it back down the length of the ice. Goaltender Martin Pitrell led to Doxson as Bradford is going to be on the man advantage. As that puck is touched up, Bradford gets a power play. So number 6, Patrick Lidame, former Bradford Rattler, is going to sit off for 2 for high sticking. So the Rattlers are going to get their second power play opportunity of this contest. They are 0 for 2. Zach Bekele is going to meet Cinerez on the half boards, keeping the zone. It's Vitaly Tarasov getting it back to Romane. Romane got back to Tarasov. Tarasov to Bekele. Bekele now to Thorson. Thorson to Bekele. Laying it back to Thorson. Thorson has a lane. Fakes his shot, and it was blocked by Nola. Tarasov. Tarasov trying to find Thorson on that pass. Out of the reach as Nola sends it back a length of the ice as Zach Bekele is going to look over his options to number 10, Melvin Thorson, to Braden Morris. Outlet pass, streaks towards goal, goes around and trying to wrap it around as the net has dislodged, and a late hit after the whistle on number 9, Andy Romani. Sends him crashing to the ice. Nothing's going to happen after this. So Arsene Gundelin, the one who had the tying goal, lasted for a near 32 seconds. Yuri Skylaruk got it back from McLean. Skylaruk. Back to low, try to send it back to Rutan and scramble in front of the net mouth. It's cleared, but not out. Sanderson to McLean. Getting it back now is Yuri Skylaruk. Skylaruk lost the pass out of the reach of Larry Rutanen. Skylaruk getting on back to Gindelin. Terrence McLean. Nathan Sanderson has a lane. Nice pass. Sends it over. Shooting that one. And it's a great read on that shot was made by goaltender Martin Petriel. Same unit on for the Bradford Rattlers, forwards and defensive-wise. Face-off won by Gindelin, but it's Tarasov. Check that, that's Ralph Seenerez. Getting the puck up and out of the zone. Receiving that puck in the neutral zone is the new kid, Yuri Skylaruk. Shooting that one is Gindelin. He tried to get it on a second chance opportunity out of the air. Much like what Sidney Crosby did last year against the Montreal Canadiens. Catching his own rebound, batting it up and out of the air and into the net. Well, this time, nothing working there. Nathan Sanderson delays, shooting that one. It's off the blocker and up and out of play. Face-off will stay in Almaguin zone. The Rattlers have 15 seconds remaining on this power play. Yuri Skylaruk rocks his man to the glass. As the Bradford bench is going to get a kick out of that. Nathan Sanderson is going to go wide and now behind his net looking for a man. McLean in front, can't do it. Sanderson has it as he pulled the trigger, but it was blocked by David Nola, who has the go-ahead goal in this game as Skylaruk to the point. McLean shot it and he missed. A foot race. Gindelin and Seenerez. Gindelin prevails on that one to Rutanen. Now to Terrence McLean. We are back to 5-on-5 as a near breakaway chance for Ralph Seenerez. Denied by great defensive play by captain Terrence McLean. As you can see him try to handle that puck away from Nash Smith. Bradford gets back. Thorson can't get a shot away. Now it's Tarasov. Try to get that puck away from his man Gazbekov. Skating in for Almaguin as Nash Smith. Try to pull a trigger on that. Nothing happening. Puck sent down the length of the ice. On goal as Melvin Thorson will stop up. Vitaly Tarasov will stop up to allow Martin Petriel to cover that puck for a stoppage in play with 12:25 remaining in this second period. The score is Bradford 2, Almaguin 3. Puck lost to the slot. Try to that trigger pull. Nothing happening there as that was partially blocked by Garasov for Almaguin. Smiths. 3 Rattlers back, and a great shoulder-to-shoulder hit was made by Brendan Morris, formerly Brewster Academy. High shot, got the glass with that. Trying to skate on back with it is Patrick Liname. Liname finds Jason Licken. Shot that one to the boards as Zach Beckley can ring it around the boards to Patrick Liname. Liname out of the reach of Smith. Zach Beckley for the Rattlers. Try to skate it to the reach of Melvin Thorson, but it's kept alive, however, by David Nola. Half boards battle continues. Trying to prevail on that one is Bradford, but it's kept alive, however. Which high rising shot was deflected back down low, but it got the boards with that shot and a breakout pass. Trying to find his man Braden Morris on that one, but it gets played, and offside is going to be the call with 11:17 to go in period number 2. Again, the score clock reads Almaguin 3, Bradford 2. Melvin Thorson and Dennis Valgazov line in and take the face-off. Valgazov playing for the Hill Academy under 18 last season. Zach Thorson, I believe, was still here last year for the Almaguin Spartans. Terrence McLean took that pass on the far side, laid a sauce out of the reach of Kevin Lapointe. Almaguin's going to break out with Sienerez. Sienerez with Arostol. Along the point, a hit into the glass was thrown by Sienerez. It's a chance for potential. 2-on-1 was broken up by Nola. He'll have to pass to Enrov as he shot that one. It's under the glove of goaltender Oleg Litvinenko as we got a scrum in front from Zach Thorson and Andy Romani. Pardon me, Romane. As Romane and Thorson have taken coincidental minors for unsportsmanlike conduct, and so it looks like we're going to get some 4-on-4 action. So the puck is dropped. We got some 4-on-4 action for 2 minutes or less. Great burst of speed getting in. Vitaly Tarasov. He cuts to the goal and caroms that one to the front. Out of the reach as Braden Morris tries to rub out his man as he's going to lay a pass back to his own zone where Captain Terrence McLean can backhand that pass to Nathan Sanderson. Back to Vitaly Tarasov in a nice spinner urban move, trying to get by from the check of Skazgazov. Rattlers trying to regain possession as that trigger pull by Brandon Morris didn't get through out of the net. As Sanderson can poke check that puck back to reach of Brandon Morris. Vitaly Tarasov comes off. Yuri Skylaruk comes on. Patrick Linnemay skates in, the former Rattler, shooting a high riser into the collarbone region of Oleg Litvinenko as he will cover that one for a stoppage in play with 1:08 to go in the penalties and 9:54 to go in the second period. Almaguin has the puck, trying a sharp angle shot. Had some daylight open. Couldn't quite hit the curtain on that. Oleg Grishatov can skid it on back, taken away by David Nola, who did have the go-ahead goal as you see Melvin Thorson with Yuri Skylaruk heading towards the net. He goes back down low, but it gets to the point. It's Grishatov back to Thorson. Thorson to Skylaruk. Skylaruk goes wide, trying to find Beckley, but he turns and fired that one anyway as it was turned aside by goaltender Martin Petrel. David Nola stops up, goes behind his own net, laying a pass to his defense partner, number 21. Defenseman Nola going in deep against defenseman Oleg Grishatov for the Bradford Rattlers, the Russian native. That puck got sent back down the length of the ice by Oleg Grishatov. The Russian formerly played for HC MSGU Moscow, the junior league in his native country. As we have 4 seconds left until Andy Romani and Zach Thorson come out of the penalty box, and 8:51 time remaining in period number 2. The score is Almaguin 3, Bradford 2. 2 seconds and 1 as Romani and Thorson come out of the box. Yuri Skylaruk skates in, makes a move around one, tees one up, and he may have been slashed into the hand and the wrist area. That's where he is grabbing. Miscue by Beckley. Chance for Almaguin, and he shot that one wide. Tried to tee one up and try to work it back to the front, but a great recovery by Beckley as he gives it back. As the whistle has blown as we have an injured Spartan on the play. That is number 4, Nash Smith. He gets back up under his own power. That's always good to see, so nothing too severe it looks like for Almaguin. Skortsov lined in to take the face off, but it's won by Bradford's Arsen Gindelin. Gindelin hard on the forecheck, and now Almaguin may have gotten away with that one. A holding of the stick from number 18 from the Almaguin side. Gotta be good to get lucky. Now got creamed out from behind the net. Try to get something going and try to get it on the backhand, but he's going to peel away and send it to the net, but it's easily handled by Oleg Litvinenko. Braden Morris is going to line and take that face-off against Zach Thorson of Almaguin. A tip shot bounced off the ice and up and over the crossbar. Litvinenko had to be sharp on that one. Almaguin is going to start back up. Ralph Cineres trying to work it back down low. Captain Terrence McLean having none of that as it's still kept alive, however, by Almaguin as Melwin Thorson can't get it back up, but it's given away by Vitaly Tarasov. Him and Morris coming to help as he gets sent back down behind Oleg Litvinenko as Captain Terrence McLean can look over his options to make a backhand pass to Nathan Sanderson and out of Brandon Morris. Out of the reach as Almaguin had it on a tip rising shot as Litvinenko never saw that one. You can see Terrence McLean skating it to Melwin Thorson. Melwin Thorson try to get it on the backhand, try to cut towards the goal. Him and Sanderson will do the same. Terrence McLean keeps the line. However, lasted for a mere 2 seconds as the puck got caromed out for Ralph Cineres as Almaguin could dump the puck and get a wholesale line change. As that clearing attempt hit Vitaly Tarasov in the midsection. And I bet he felt that. As he's covering his chest, heading towards the bench. Doesn't look like anything major. Great stutter step movement by the former Rattler, Patrick Liname, to gain the zone for the Almaguin Spartans. As you can see, Nathan Sanderson play to Andy Romani. Romani can wire a shot out of the reach of goaltender Martin Petrel. That one did have eyes for. Back of that on the top corner as you have an injured Almaguin Spartan still on the ice. That is 16. Aiden Gazmiov. As he has the puck now. Back over to Smits and Gazmiov. Frustrated with himself after that miscue pass for Smith. As that puck was cleared off by Jason Zanner, I believe. I have got word that it's not Jason Zanner, it's Jason Zanner. So I'd like to apologize to the Zanner family for that mispronunciation. Dennis Falgazov. This guy line and take that face off. Yuri Skyleruk was denied by the official to get off the ice as they needed members on the ice during that whistle to get back as it was an icing, so Romani is going to skate on and line up for the draw. Zach Beckley trying to clear the zone as we got a penalty coming up to the Bradford Rattlers. Beckley touches up. Referee pointing to the back of Romani's jersey. Maybe another equipment malfunction. Pardon me, I believe it was hitting from behind. It was a call on Andy Romani, so Almaguin gets their third power play of the day. They're one for two. Thorson trying to make it 2 for 2. It was a quick rising shot, was denied by goaltender Oleg Litvinenko. Faceoff was won by the Bradford Rattlers. It's David Nola keeping the zone for the Almaguin Spartans. Nola has it again. A quick shot. Found the glass on that cannon. Pass all alone in the slot, and a great breadbasket save was made by Litvinenko. A scramble on the half boards. Scramble. Rebound in front there, and out of the net mouth was cleared aside by Zach Bekele, who tripped over, and no call coming from that. Miscue on that pass. Getting a chance to Vitaly Tarasov. What a move, but he lost the handle on it. Tarasov rubbed off by 3. Spartans in their black jerseys. As Bradford in the white can peel back. Try to regroup as Arsene Gindelin steals it. Gindelin snaps the shot there, and it's wide on the glove chance. Petriel may have got a piece of that shot by Gindelin, as he did get a piece of that one on the shot by Bekele coming from the red line. And with 4 minutes to go and 40 seconds to go on the power play for the Almaguin Spartans, it is still a 1-goal lead for Almaguin, 3-2. Nice move coming from Ralph Cinerez, but he lost it. Hook down is very rooted in as Gindelin cuts to the goal, and a great pad save. Scramble in front, and it's in! The Rattlers score! So Almaguin gets a short-handed goal, and Bradford comes back and gets one of their own. Arsene Gindelin with his second of the game, 8th on the season, and we're tied up at 3. Puck's end length of the ice. Icing waved off as Rattlers are short-handed. Another chance for Arsene Gindelin looking for the hat trick. Pass was foiled by Gryba. Smith lost it. Gindelin for the hat trick, and he's pressured off by Garasov. Terrence McLean sends it on back out of the reach of Arsene Gindelin. Too high to handle. Yuri Skylaruk makes a pass too. Terrence McLean is getting in after it. It's Andy Romani. Leaving it for Sanderson. Trying to get a sharp angle shot as Sanderson goes around behind. Skarikov laid a pass out to the slot as the net has dislodged again. Oh man, the quality chances that the Rattlers have had and nothing happening for it as because the net comes off its moorings. Dennis Valgazov lines in and take the face-off against another 12 for Almaguin, Zach Thorsten. Puck lost potential 2-on-1 coming for Almaguin. It's Cinerez shot that one from quite a long range as that was an easy blocker save for Oleg Litvinenko. Valgazov laid a pass out of the reach of Romani. Check that, Romane. Zach Bekele with Romane. Takes it back. One touch pass to Bekele. Made a nice move as Bekele shooting that one, and it got through on the hole from the shoulder to the glove side as that puck is sent out by David Nola. So face off, I believe, will be in the neutral zone. .2:14 time remaining in period number 2. Almaguin 3, Bradford 3. Face-off is won by the Almaguin Spartans as Grishatov trying to lay a pass out of the reach of Vitaly Tarasov. Back checking is Oleg Grishitov. He's pressure off by goal scoring leader Ralph Seniorez. Lost it. David Nola is hooked down and no call coming for the Rattlers. Oh, they got away with one. Using his speed is Melvin Thorson, cutting towards the goal. He can't get a shot. Laying a pass out of the reach of Vitaly Tarasov, and a great defensive play, chopping that puck back to the neutral zone with possession of number 24, Vitaly Tarasov. Making that play happen was Oleg Grishitov from down low. As you can see, Vitaly Tarasov's shot being handled by Martin Petiol. Fair cover with 1:33 to go in this middle frame. This game's been back and forth. One team scores, the other one gets it right back. And it might be like that all the way to the final horn. Litinenko comes right up his net to play it to captain Terrence McLean. Had a problem playing that one, but Terrence McLean, smart as always, keeping that pass to Yuri Skylaruk. Skylaruk looking for his first goal in his first game, and a nice between-the-legs move to get by a defensive check. Skylaruk out of the reach of McLean, but he's going to keep it along. McLean, long-range shot was covered. Great first baseman snatch out of the air was made by number 30, Martin Petiol, native of Lithuania. Petiol has only allowed 17 goals on the season. Save percentage of .892. As we approach the last minute of play in the second period, Captain McLean can send it back down just as far as the opposition zone. As you can see, Yuri Skylaruk turning and firing that one, an easy chest. Save was made by goaltender Petiol. Shots are 15 for the Rattlers and 11 for the Almaguin Spartans with 44 seconds to go in this middle frame. Braden Morris skates in and takes the draw. He won it, but it got caromed out of the zone momentarily. As you can see, Zach Beckley pitchfork his way as David Nola can elevate a pass to number 20, now out of the reach of Seniorez. Melvin Thorson to Braden Morris. Morris cuts to the goal, backhander, save was made, rebounded. Great chance for Melvin Thorson. He has it again. Thorson to the point, shooting is Tarasov! And it was a shoulder stop made by Petiol. As you can see, Zach Beckley lay a pass to Melvin Thorson with 8 seconds to go in this period. As you can see, Patrick Linamay skate it back 2 seconds and 1, and that does it for 40. So at the end of the second period, the score is 3-3. The Almaguin Spartans and the Bradford Rattlers. Nick Stella for your Bradford Rattlers. We'll see you all for a third period of play. The third period of action underway between Almaguin and the Bradford Rattlers. Nick Stella with you. This man has a back-to-back type of game as you can see Thorson hold, delaying, shooting that one to the big rebound, and covering that puck carefully was goaltender Martin Patel. So most of the scoring has happened in the second period as both teams scored a pair. That one Thorson caroms off to try to snap it on goal, but Martin Patel was having none of that as the puck gets kept alive by Terrence McLean. A great hit was thrown by Braden Morris, and the bench gets a kick out of that as Patrick Lename, the former Rattler, loses his helmet on that hit. Face off won by the Rattlers. It's Skylark to McLean, shooting that one in. Got the blocker with the shot. Breaking out is Almaguin. Off every Rutanen. He's going to try to escape back in, but it's pressured off by Yuri Skylark. Skylark trying to get it back. He does it again. Great play by Skylark. Terrence McLean, Nathan Sanderson, now Alveri Rutanen. Rutanen drops it back. Quick shot by Gendlin, and a great stop was made. Face-off one off the tie-up was Brandon Morris with a great chance to get a shot away. Puck to the slot. Thorson delays and he tried to get it back to Morris, but he was covered. Tarasov back to Morris. Morris spins and fires a shot out of the way of Tarasov. Thorson again, shooting that one. It was low and turned aside by the goaltender, Petrel. Jason Zanner kicked that puck away, trying to get it back to Beckley. Couldn't do it on that chance. Quick shot by David Nola. Great tip on goal by Ralph Sr. as, pardon me, he got the glass with the shot. Looks it back to the front with a scrambled chance. Was cleared out, but not out. Backhand pass on a spinner. A chance there was Almaguin. Trying to get something towards the net as Melvin Thorson is going to skate back up with Morris heading to the high circle. But nothing happening there as you can see Zanner trying to make a great hip check there. Can't do it. Tarasov rubbed his man off. Kaspakov lost the handle on that one. Steiner has lost it. Trying to bump it away out of reach of David Nola is Aiden Gazmiov. Patrick Lename skates it out of the reach of Smith. Nash Smith's had a great game tonight for Almaguin. Not sure if he's been on the score sheet or not, but he's been almost everywhere. Great defensive forward player for the Almaguin Spartans. I didn't see Rustin Gindelin bring that puck over the line, but offside was called by the linesman. As Gribula was told to get back onto the ice by the official as Almaguin wins the faceoff and allows them to quickly get back off the ice for exchange to number 11, David Nola. Nola, big hip check on number 12, Dennis Valgazov, but he stayed on his feet. Great balance. Valgazov comes back with a hit. of his own. You can see Kevin Lapointe laying a pass out of the reach of Romani. Terrence McLean starts back in from his own zone. Takes a pass, but he's worked over back down low. Cross-checking stick infraction is going to be called against the Rattlers captain, Terrence McLean. High sticking is called to 16-14, time remaining in period number 3. Almaguin's going to get their 4th power play of the day. They are 1 for 3. As the referees are going to talk this one over. Huddle of the Zebras. As they all agree. Andy Romani talking it over with one of the officials as Almaguin starts on their 4th power play of this contest. Quick shot turned aside by Oleg Litvinenko. Elzarov getting it back to Thorsten. Elzarov behind his own goal. Centering back to the front. Seniors can't get anything going, and a great net mouth clear was made by 22, Braden Morris. Oleg Grishitov working over his man as Andy Romani tried to clear it, but it's off the glove of Thorsten. Trying to get it back, and a quick shot was stopped and handled by Oleg Litvinenko. Zach Beckley and Zach Thorsten having some choice words for each other after that play. .34 time remaining in period number 3. Almaguin with the power play for 1:20. Grubala wasn't able to keep the puck in the Bradford zone, so Almaguin's going to go all the way behind their own net and try to start back up. Having a little bit of trouble by the looks of it. Smith is now going to join the rush. Jason Zanner had him lined up. Smith will pull back. Sanderson can sauce the pass down the length of the ice. Icing waved off as Bradford is on a penalty kill. Bradford Rattlers are on the 400 source for sports penalty kill. Almaguin can start back up. Gazarov shooting that one was number 8. For the Almaguin Spartans as Smith takes it, and a shot was stopped by the breadbasket of Oleg Litvinenko. Braden Morris lost the handle, and a great stick lift made by Thorsten. Gets in, trying to find his man, Ezerov, on the far side. Can't do it. He had a wide open net. If he had the handle on it, as you can see, Oleg Litvinenko juggle that puck. Referee blew his whistle out. Felruzanov had that puck on his stick with wide open net. That may have been the dagger for the Rattlers. This has been a really tight goal-scoring game. Zach Thorsten lost it to number 18 for the Almaguin Spartans. You can see Grishitov held down, but no call. Bradford starts back in. Puck lofted into the far zone away from Martin Petrell. The half-board battles continues along the far glass. Starting down to the front. It's Thorsten shooting that one, and no, and a great stop was made by Martin Petrell. .13:50 time remaining in this final frame of regulation. The score: Almaguin 3, Bradford 3. Melvin Thorson drawing a penalty. Terrence McLean shooting a high rising deflection shot. Trying to get it back on a backhander. He scores! So Bradford, after that goal, will still have himself a 2-minute power play. Very Rutunen skates it along his man. Lost on that possession. It's Gindelin. Around now to Sanderson, to McLean, to Sanderson. Sanderson to Rutunen. Rutunen side of the net, trying to find Terrence McLean. That puck is raised up and out of play off goaltender Martin Patil, and so faceoff will stay inside Almaguin zone. So Jason Licken off for high sticking after the goal was scored. So it's Terrence McLean chipping it in for Bradford. Very Rutunen goes into rush. Rutunen held up. Here is Skylaruk. Try to get that puck, but it's sent down the length of the ice as goaltender Oleg Litanenko can play it back to Nathan Sanderson. He gains his own, trying to make a nice move, but now it's Yuri Skylaruk with the puck. To Gindelin, to Skylaruk, to McLean, back to Skylaruk. Skylaruk, one-timer by Gindelin was turned aside. Gindelin again, goes around, lays it to Skylaruk. Skylaruk takes the shot, he scores! First career GMHL goal and his first GMHL game for Yuri Skylaruk. And he makes it 5-3 Rattlers. Looks like the smiles are back on the faces of the Bradford Rattlers, as that should boost them up. And maybe get their flow back, get some momentum going as Yuri Skylaruk gets his first GMHL goal as a Bradford Rattler. Zach Beckley goes in down low, tries a one-hand touch pass to number 12, Dennis Valgazov. Held up by Romane. Germani's shot was blocked by number 6 and former teammate, Patrick Liname. .11:37, time remaining in period number 3. The score is Bradford 5, Almaguin 3. Face-off 1. Thorson touched it back behind his net, behind to himself. Great play. He makes another move. Thorson fakes out 2 Spartans, opening a chance now for Jason Zanner, but he lost that in his feet. Beckley's back. Icing is going to be waved off. Beckley's going to leave it for Thorson. Thorson left it back over for Beckley. Puck got carried right to the front of the net as Litanenko had to be sharp on that to cover up. Brandon Morris won that face-off to Zach Beckley. He brings around the glass, but it's not kept in by David Nola. Ralph Sierras also handling that one's into the glove of Litvinenko, so he'll cover. Gindlin won that face-off. It's a lead chance. Back to Yuri Skylaruk. First second of the game is Skylaruk. He's in. Held down. That should be a penalty shot. Oh, and it's not as hooking. Is the call that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty is called right after that. So we might have 4-on-4, and we will. I believe, pardon me, check that. That's another penalty added on to number 18-4. Almaguin Spartans, I don't have him on my player sheet here, but I'll try to get his name for you as quick as we can. Nonetheless, the Rattlers get a 4-minute 5-on-4 power play. Pardon me, Jason Lekin is in the box. 2 minutes for hooking and 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct. As the Almaguin Spartans have a bench minor, as it's going to be 5-on-3. Pointing towards assistant coach, and he's been kicked out. And it's kicking out the head coach. And a little hand gesture from the head coach of the Spartans. And I think people at home know what hand gesture he was referring to, or what I'm referring to. Telling him to go somewhere. So that helps the Bradford Rattlers here, as they're going to get off 5-on-3, and it should be a long 5-on-3. We're going to take this time to thank some of our sponsors. Hey Caramba, 400 Source for Sports, La Mexicanada, Aero Certified Burgers, Polario Barbecue, Marco Diaz, 400 Health Clinic Chiropractic, Corey Reynolds, GMHL Photo Photography, Elite Hockey Prospects, Snap Times Newspaper, 400 Source for Sports, and APS Athlete Performance Systems. The Bradford next home game is going to be against the Bradford Bulls. Next Sunday, as you can see, Zach Beckley missed it with that shot. As a 5-on-3 is going to begin. Misread pass from Lelwyn Thorson. He gets it on back to Zach Beckley, and a great first baseman snatch out of the air was made by goaltender Martin Petul. So October 21st, the Bradford Rattlers are going to be hosting the Bradford Bulls, and then the next Sunday after that will be, once again, the Bulls in the barn, as a goal has been scored by Melvin Thorson. Check that, Braden Morris from the point. What a shot by Braden Morris, as that might be the dagger with 10 minutes to go with this period number 3. It's 6-3 Bradford. So after that goal, Zach Bekele should get credited with the primary assist. Now Milwin Thorson on the back of that goal as well. And it's still going to be a 5-on-3 with another penalty to announce, I believe. Off the draw, Yuri Skyerlik, who again has his first GMHL goal tonight, to enhance the lead by 2, and Brandon Morris has made it enhanced by 3. Terrence McLean holds, waits, patiently shot it off the stick of Almaguin Spartan, and it's up and out of play. Inland won the draw, but it's out of the reach of Nathan Sanderson, so it comes out of the zone for Bradford. Sanderson's going to drop a pass for Gindelan. Erson Gindelan finds Terrence McLean. McLean over back to Gindelan. Gindelan can corral it off the boards to Alveri Rutinen. Rutinen, and he lost it to Gindelan. Pardon me, lost it to Thorson. As he tried to get through McLean and Sanderson, and we all know that is not going to happen. Yuri Skyleruk. Back to Sanderson. To McLean. Captain Terrence McLean, far side, tried to shoot for the rebound and it worked, but a great clear was made by the Almaguin defense as that puck got shot nearly into the Bradford bench. That puck went off a stanchion, fooling Oleg Litvinenko as Captain Terrence McLean, as calm as always, can carefully skate into the Almaguin zone, cuts the defense, skates right in and tries to stuff it between the legs of goaltender Martin Pichel. As Pichel may be hurt on the place, he's a little slow to get back up. He appears to be okay. Off the tie-up, looks like Andy Romani didn't even bother putting that face-off, as when Almaguin won it, they shot it right back to the point. And it worked, as they still have possession in the Almaguin zone, as Zach Beckley can walk into one and snapping one off the stick of an Almaguin Spartan, and up and out of play. So 8:18 time remaining in period number 3. 19 seconds to go on the power play for the Bradford Rattlers. It's Bradford 6, Almaguin 3. Melwin Thorson off the tie-up, has it at the point. Thorson holds, waits. Far side, shooting that one! Score! Braden Morris again. Power play goal. It's 7-3. So the Rattlers get the extra point. It's 7-3. Jason Zanner just behind the net, and he's hit off by Zach Thorson. Cutting up with Andy Romani. Romani waits. Holds, drags, nice pass, and shooting it wide was Bekele. Oh, what a chance there. That would have made it 8-3. As Rattlers take a penalty, as getting whacked down to the ice is 12, Dennis Valgazov. Spartan meets the Almaguin Spartans, taking a 5-minute penalty. So just what the Rattlers needed. Another power play. You can see Nathan Sanderson lay a pass call very rooted into Sanderson to McLean. Tees one up, shot it wide, but it gets caromed to the glove of goaltender Martin Petriel. So 7-3 is the score with 7:28 to go in period. Number 3, Rattlers, just starting a 5-minute power play. 5 minutes for roughing was the call against Ralph Seniors. Terrence McLean on the point. Leads the pass to Skylarek. Cuts to the zone, made a nice move to shoot that one. And getting wide of the shot was Alveri Rutinen. McLean back to Skylarek. Rink wide, Gindelin. Getting it back to Rutinen. Skylarek. Back to Gindelin. Gindelin to Sanderson. Sanderson back down low to Alveri Rutinen, but he lost the handle on that one. The chance for Almaguin to break out, and they will. Lintonenko handles that with the glove. He's going to play it for captain Terrence McLean. Pressured off, but he put it between the legs on number 8 from Almaguin. Great play as he's hooked multiple times, and now the referees pick that up. They're going to call it. Bradford's going to have a 5-on-3. So Nash Smith heads to the box, 2 minutes for slashing. Andy Romani skates in and take that face-off, and it's sent back down the length of the ice as Olev Litonenko can carom that puck off and pitchfork it a pass to Brandon Morris. One of the last 2 goals for the Rattlers. Morris skates in, leaves the pass to Thorson. One-touch pass to Beckley and Thorson. Beckley gets it back to Thorson. Melvin Thorson elevators the pass to Beckley. He's going to carom a pass to Melvin Thorson. Shooting that one, and a blocker stop was made by goaltender Petriel. Puck off to the slot. A backhand turnaround shot was made by Vitaly Tarasov as Andy Romani tried a sharp angle shot, and it's covered with the glove by goaltender Martin Petriel for a hold and play with 5:52 to go in period number 3. The score 7 for Bradford, 3 for the Almaguin Spartans. Andy Romani skates in against Ivan Skortstov of Almaguin. That puck is sent back down the length of the ice. Litonenko can take that puck again. Zach Beckley elevators the pass out of the reach of Melvin Thorson. So Almaguin does it again. Clears the zone just as far as center. Beckley. Back to Morris to Beckley. Bring it back to Thorson to Beckley. Zach Beckley, Melvin Thorson. Rink wide, trying to get a one-touch tip there by Andy Romani. Puck scramble along the half boards. 5:15 time remaining in this third period. Morris, Beckley shooting that one, and it's a bad stop, redirected into the corner, and that allows Almaguin to clear the zone with 5 minutes to go in this period. 25 seconds to go on this 5-on-3. They'll have just under 2 minutes to go on a 5-on-4 power play. That'd be 5-on-4, that is. You can see 24 for the Rattlers handling that one. That's Vitaly Tarasov who laid a pass to Melvin Thorson, and referee's got his arm up. Another penalty coming to the Almaguin Spartans. So one comes out of the box, one goes back in. Another 5-on-3 for these Bradford Rattlers, who will most likely skate out of here with the 2 points. We've seen one coach from Bradford get kicked out and 2 for Almaguin. Multiple penalties being thrown out, and a couple sticks thrown on the ice. It's been a good one. To the point, Terrence McLean laying it back to Sanderson. And a nice toe drag move back to McLean. Holds, wait, shooting that one. Side net mouth tap in. Coming from Almaguin Rutinen to make it 8-3. So 14-18, time remaining in period number 3. Rattlers enlarging their lead. It's 8-3. Still on the power play, however. Patrick Liname was the one who sent it back down the length of the ice. And if you can see number 15, Yuri Skylaruk. As Terrence McLean is behind his own net, Skylaruk was near the hash marks in the Almaguin zone. That just tells you he wants to get his second goal as he's at the point calling for it. He wants it. McLean, Sanderson shoots it, scores. So Terrence McLean and Almaguin Rutinen will get the helpers on that goal to make it 9-3 by Nathan Sanderson. Kevin Lapointe touched that puck up, but offside is called with 3:25 to go. And period number 3. And a goaltending change for the Almaguin Spartans. Number 31, Freddie Peters, comes into the net, native of New York. Zach Beckley comes on to help on the face-off tie-up. Chance now for Almaguin, one-on-one against Jason Zander, who made a nice play to poke check that one aside into the corner. Zach Beckley pressured off by 2 Spartans to get sent back down as David Nola will send a shot to number 30. Oleg Letonenko has got a couple cheers from that save from the red line, put his stick in the air to give a little salute to the people in attendance that are with him. Always good to see his support. As you can also see Almaguin trying to start back up one-on-one against Andy Romani. Backhand pass out of the reach. Beckley intercepted that one. Kevin Lapointe skates in for the Rattlers. He goes in, trying to cut towards the front of the goal. No one in a white jersey there. As you can see, number 12, Dennis Valgazov, rubbing off his man. Scats off with a shot, and it's steered aside by Litonenko. Great play by Romani. Send it back down, and looks like Scenery is almost tripped up on a piece of tape, as you can see him rifle a shot, high glove, over Oleg Letonenko. And so it makes it 9-4 with 2:11 to go in period number 3. So Almaguin decides to pressure the play now, and you can tell they're getting a little frustrated. as we hit the 2-minute mark. I think it's safe to say the 2-minute mark in this game. As with 152, Olav Litvinenko decides to cover up that puck, and a 9 for a hockey game was his club is leading with the 9 spot. Zach Thorson off the tie-up. Seniorits came in to help. Can't get the puck out. Seniorits laid a pass, and it's intercepted by number 14, Adam Brisky. Adam Brisky, a native of Slovenia, the 19-year-old, playing for the Rattlers last season. He had 7 points. Brisky rubs in to chase that one, and on the ice with them is Daniel Vidette, and number 8, Lucas Spolette. Guarding the points with number 6, Pavel Roskov, and number 20, Captain Terrence McLean. Litvinenko, dangerous pass, but it's kept alive, however, by the Almaguin Spartans. Seniorette shot it through traffic as Terrence McLean can stop and skate back out and send it back to the neutral zone as the Rattlers will get a line change. We hit the 1-minute mark in this game. Puck length of the ice. Terrence McLean could have played that, so referee will waive the icing call with 42 seconds to go in this contest. It was a tight game all the way till the mid-third period, and that's when the floodgates really started to open. And the Rattlers just started piling in the goals, and the Spartans just started piling in the penalties. If you take penalties against this Rattlers team, you're going to get burned eventually. Same story as tonight. They've been played good all throughout this entire game, but as soon as the penalties started happening, that's when the wheels started to fall off. 10 seconds to go. Pavel Roskov can keep it in his own zone. 5 seconds. 2 and 1. It's over. The Almaguin Spartans fall to the Bradford Rattlers by a score of 9-4. The Rattlers defeat the defending Russell Cup champions in easy fashion by the score will tell. Much tighter than that early on in the game. So they skate off. They're going to salute their fans as Sunday, the Bradford Rattlers welcome the Bradford Bulls, the Rattlers. Salute the faithful. And the Bradford West Goldenberry Arena. So for Nick Stella, the Bradford Rattlers organization will wish you a good hockey night for now.